It's been a long time since you've performed with Shared Psychosis, and it's been a long time since you've been on a behind the band. So welcome back.
Thank you. It's been far too long.
What are you up to other than petting your kitty cat?
Petting kitty cat. He's getting tired of me messing with him, but
This episode's all about Sylvester, guys.
it is.
So this episode is a little different. We're kind of doing a found footage lost episode. But so we wanted to kind of talk a little bit about the experience that we had and where this footage was filmed from. So Kyle was with us because it was before Jeff came along, before Chris came along. And he actually auditioned with us and his band, Wicked Shimmy. So we're just going to talk a little bit about that before we get into the actual episode itself. So where do you want to start?
Oh, man. Yeah, so I don't remember where who saw the post first, but I think you did and shared it to the group. And then I was like, you know what? I think both bands would be interested in this. So I reached out to them and said, hey, I have two bands that want to, do this. What do we have to do? And we got us both a spot, one right after the other on the audition weekend. And then it was just, waiting and planning on what we wanted to play and what we wanted to do. So that was super exciting. Just at the opportunity to be playing a bigger casino in the area.
And this is for one of the larger casinos in Oklahoma, which neither one of our bands have branched out into Oklahoma yet. We're working on it. So, but not yet. So close.
Not yet. So if they happen to, hear this, we are still interested. So just reach out to us. We understand booking gets, crazy and maybe our weekends didn't work with your available weekends or whatever, but we are still interested and we are looking at 2023 already. Yeah. So
starts early.
Yeah, give us a shout. But so then we get to the audition day and we get there early enough and get our stuff all loaded into the hallway, big giant hallway. So it wasn't like cramped or anything, but just waiting, hearing the bands before us go on and come off. And it was a good experience to just be part of that whole thing. But then just getting up, pulling our equipment in, getting with the sound guy and getting the all the equipment hooked up and ready to rock for the judges, I guess, so to speak. And no, I had a great time playing with both bands, just doing our best stuff and getting in front of them and with the hopes of playing with or for them. But no, the overall experience was fantastic.
Was that back in November? I feel like it was November. Does that sound right?
I don't remember. Huh. Yeah, no recollection whatsoever.
I know, it feels like November, but I could be entirely off base.
All right. Time is a flat circle or something. It's a quote from a movie I don't know that I've seen.
Well, you've seen like barely anything, so there's that.
There is that.
I think I want to comment on like the camaraderie because like you said, both bands went together. We were one right after the other and we all got to hang out afterwards as a group. And I think that was the first time, especially since Amanda and Vanessa joining, that we all kind of got to do that. And that was really fun. And one of my favorite things was because Wicked Shimmy went after Shared Psychosis in how well we all worked together because we all knew each other. So we knew it was fine to touch the equipment. And just like this rotating group of people in black leather and high heels and long hair. To me, that was really funny to watch. I wish someone had filmed that because that was hilarious.
Right. Yeah, that was great. That was because everybody was helping everybody else with their equipment to get on and off the stage as seamlessly as possible, and maybe even help them get back on some closer to their schedule, because they were way behind by the time we even went on with Shared Psychosis. So
I think like half an hour even.
At least.
Yeah. It may have been more.
I think it was closer to an hour. But yeah, it was. But yeah, we only had like 15 minutes at the most in between the two bands. So it was quick, smooth. That's including moving drum sets. So
yeah, that's true. Is there anything that you want to share about the audition process in general, or something that might help out other bands looking for the same opportunity? I mean, obviously we're not professionals in the casino market yet. But you know, auditions universally are the same. Whether you're an actor, a band, singer, songwriter, whatever. So
right. Biggest thing, dress the part. You know, if it's the classier gig, dress a little classier. If it's, you know, you're auditioning for a wedding, dress the part. If you're, you know, if you happen to be auditioning for a bar gig, play your heart out. You know, I guess that's true for all of them. Play your heart out. Play your best stuff. Play with feeling. Show some, you know, emotion with your playing on stage, and just get into it, and your energy will transfer to the audience, whether that be the people making the decisions or your audience in general. It's but with the auditions, maybe take it up a notch, just to put your best foot forward, show them what you're capable of, and try not to mess up. But if you do, take it in stride.
It's live. I mean, it's a live performance. It's going to happen.
Live music. Yep.
Yeah.
Just go with it and shrug it off and pick up where you left off and rock and roll.
Yeah.
Or country or whatever you're playing.
Okay. We are now. So this is our official announcement. Both bands are now performing one polka supergroup.
One
Quinn didn't know this. Sorry.
Jazz polka group. Yeah.
I think both of us are going to get viciously murdered when this comes out. Just for that comment alone. Is there anything else we want to comment about the audition before we move on to the actual audition tape, which Jeramie's hair is super short in the video. It's freaky. Like I watched it. Yeah, I watched it before I started editing just to kind of see if there was any mishaps or vocal, you know, sound issues. And I'm just like, whoa, you don't even look like the same person.
Right. So yeah, if this was November, that would have been what, 8 or 9 months ago. And it would have been a year, a year, 13 months after he shaved it off for a Halloween costume.
It's true.
Right. So yeah, so if his hair looks shorter and he's not wearing the big long blonde wig,
yeah, after he shaves,
this is why.
That's funny. Anything negative or opportunity for improvement regarding the whole audition experience?
The only negative may have been possibly the communication of how much time the bands actually had before you had to be off, and so the next band had time to get ready. So I think the audition spots were 30 minutes, and I think a lot of those bands took that 30 minutes before they stopped playing and let the other band even start setting up. And that was just a coordination issue. So, and maybe oversight by somebody who didn't take that in consideration, as far as, you know, yes, we want to book all these bands, but we don't know anything about the process.
Yeah.
So if that's the negative, and it's not necessarily their fault, you know,
Yeah.
the individual bands should have taken that into consideration themselves. If they knew that it was a 30-minute slot where the next band was supposed to start at the 30 minutes. Like, our bands knew that because we had corresponding spots at 30-minute intervals. So we knew 20-25 minutes was our max, so we could jet out, jet back in, and still, you know, get started on time. So lack of planning, lack of communication, and lack of being cordial by the other bands.
Oh, respecting each other's time.
Respecting the time, yes. Trying to get as much. Can you blame them from trying to get as much material in as possible?
No, absolutely not.
No. But.
And everyone was super cool too in the audition hallway.
Yes.
Like there was no egos, or if they were, you know, we didn't see them. And yeah, I mean, as far as personally communicating with them, it was nice. But we're hams, we're musicians, is what we do. Like, so no, I can't blame them at all for taking. It's like, if you're not gonna tell me to shut up, I'm gonna keep going.
Right. Yeah.
So post audition, we talked about, you know, the camaraderie and the experience. And I mean, working with everybody, including the casino itself, was great. Except I lost $200, and then I stopped because nobody wanted to play slots with me, and I was upset.
I played some with you. Stop it.
Like one game.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, no, following that date, we waited, what was it? 2 weeks is when we finally heard back, I think.
Something like that. It seemed like forever, but yeah, it was a couple weeks. And yeah, we got the good news that they wanted to work with us in 2022.
Yep, both bands.
Both bands got that email. And they're like, send us your available dates and we'll go from there. So both bands respectively did that. And then we waited and waited.
And waited.
And waited some more. And I think you were right that it was probably early November, because I think I followed up a month after that.
Was it?
And it was like Christmas Eve when I emailed them, like, or Christmas Eve. Like, it was right before Christmas. I back to him, said, do you guys really want to work with us? Here's our updated schedule. Still nothing.
Yeah, and then after you did that, I did the same thing. I sent it updated dates, because at that point, you know, because you start booking for the next year in September, even start talking about it in August, which we're about to be at in less than a week. And so, yeah, after you sent that email, then I sent the updated schedule as well. And then we waited some more.
Yes. Basically, we wrote them off.
Yeah.
And a few months later, probably March or April, I followed back up with them again, and they're like, sorry, everything's filled. Like, I didn't reply. I was like, okay, you told us you wanted to work with us, went through the whole auditions process, but now nothing from it. So there's the big disappointment at the end.
And then you forwarded me that email, and I said, screw it, I'm gonna go ahead and email them anyway. And I was honest. I said, listen, you know, our buddies from Wicked Shimmy shared you were full for the year, but should anything get canceled or you have a big event you need multiple bands for, you know, we'd love to work with you. And then it was radio silence, and I haven't had any updates since.
Right. So, I mean, hopefully maybe it turns into something next year.
Yeah. So not about this episode, but do you want to tell what's going on with Wicked Shimmy right now? What's or what we can expect in the next few months? Halloween's coming, my favorite.
Halloween is coming, and we got sporadic dates here and there until then. So nothing too major, out of the ordinary. until September, and we're finally back at the paddle wheel. They reached back out to us, shortly after we opened for Saving Abel. So, I'm kind of chalking that up to, oh, you opened for a national act. Cool. Right. We'll give you whatever you want. We have a new website.
Oh, that's right. That's true.
My editor hasn't got back to me, so I published it without her approval.
I'm so sorry.
She's a slacker and lazy and puts her friends last.
I'm sorry that I have to edit our own website too.
We love her anyway.
I don't know about that. It's been a little sketchy there for a minute.
Yeah, well, it's all right. But anyway, wickedshimmyband.com is where you can find us and our pictures and our upcoming events and our merchandise and soon to be print on demand work merchandise, to where we will offer things that you cannot get at the shows. Don't know what those things are going to be yet, but we'll have a whole smorgasbord of things when I remember that I need to do that and actually get on my computer.
Oh, so it's not just the editor's fault.
Well, it might be.
Wow. And we will put a link to that website here in the video as well as in the description. But again, this episode behind the band is a little weird because we did not have a show last weekend. We finally had a weekend off, which was great.
Then it's just the two of us, which makes it even more weird.
Yeah, it's true. It's kind of spiraled out of control pretty quickly, actually. And we stayed on topic.
Yeah, we do.
Kind of. So yes, we didn't have a show last weekend, and I was searching my library of video of the band, both on stage and off, to come up with an idea. And so I found this audition footage that I forgot about. So without further ado, you get the Lost Audition episode. Enjoy.
We will return after these messages.
So yeah, anyway, whiskey, old fashioned. Take your favorite bourbon, 2 ounces of it, 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, some orange bitters, 2 or 3 of the shakes of that, and a couple cherries. It's good stuff. You should try it. have a meme I was gonna send you, but I'll just tell you about it.
Okay.
It's Darth Vader at a fast food counter, getting his food. The girl behind the counter goes, "Enjoy your dinner. You too." He looks around, and there's the next shot is of this TIE fighter, and it just says ... you too. And he's on the Death Star, and it's ... you too. And then he destroys the planet with the Death Star because it's just awkward when you say you too after something that it doesn't fit with.
So he used the Death Star because he had anxiety. Is that what it was?
Because he said you too after the fast food clerk said enjoy your dinner.